Hi guys, and welcome to this week's ALAKAZAM Live. I hope I'm off mute. And we are joined this week, as always, by Wayne Goodman.
Whoa!
You've moved over a bit.
No,
It's a lovely... You've moved over a bit.
no, I've not moved at all.
You have?
I haven't.
You have?
The chair's here.
You moved?
Hold on, what if I do?
You... Oh, no, wrong way. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Ah! I need a haircut, don't I?
Oh, mate. I'm not even going to talk about a haircut. Mine's just... I don't have to have mine cut. It just falls out.
I'm just going to be a Dark Lord of the Sith.
So, Wayne, before we start, there was a message here from Walter who said, is there a nickname for members of the Alakazam live stream? And there's two.
Yeah, the Alakazam fam, Alakazamers,
No, Alakazamers
Alakazamers,
and the AlakaFam.
AlakaFam, yeah.
Yeah.
Alakazam.
And Walter, if you don't know, we do sort of have a Discord. If you enjoy the Alakazam Live, Wayne is the host of the Alakazam Discord server, which you can join totally free of charge. You can go in there any time of day or night, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and speak to other magicians. And also, Wayne usually shares a Zoom link in there every evening where you can just join a Zoom chat. I was on there last night. There was a few of us on, just chatting.
Just a chat. It's just very informal.
Yeah, and
we have got Andy coming back to do his monthly sessions, but we are changing the night. I haven't told you this yet, have I?
no.
He's asked if he can change from a Thursday to any other night, maybe a Wednesday, just because of family commitments and stuff. But we are going to be recording the sessions now, which means people in other time zones. So people, if you do miss it because you're working or you've got something else happening, or there's something else going on, you'll still be able to watch it because it'll be put up, the next day on the Discord for everyone to watch.
That's brilliant. Could anyone let me know whether Wayne's microphone is loud enough? Message from...
I can't hear me.
No, someone said it's quite low, but I just want to find out. John Williams said, will we be at the Wessex Convention in April? I do have to speak. I saw there was a missed call on my phone from John Gadd. He's tried to call me a couple of times, and every time he's called me, I've been on a Zoom meeting or something. So I'll try and give him a call this afternoon. Also, there's a few comments here. Let me just... We've got the one and only Craig Petty joining us all the way from Penguin Magic in Ohio.
Wow.
Yeah.
Craig, can you get a picture of all the guys at Penguin and send it over to us?
Yeah.
It's been amazing.
Yeah, get a picture of them all. He gave me a call. Craig put, Wayne is loud enough.
Is that about the live or just generally?
Just generally, I think. Spoke to Craig yesterday.
He's just jealous that Thea says I'm the best magician.
Oh.
Yeah. She liked me at Blackpool. She'd come over and show me some tricks of stand.
That was, you had a good time at Blackpool, didn't you?
I had a great time. It was lovely. It was so lovely meeting so many people and meeting all the, who are just names on here, and people coming over and saying, oh, hi, I'm so-and-so, or I'm this person. And I had breakfast with Tom Wolfe, which was an amazing thing. And then we gave me and Sean, well, I didn't give him a lift because I was getting a lift myself, but Sean and Lindsay gave him a lift to the airport, to the train station in Manchester from Blackpool. Yeah, it was good. It was a great time.
Oh, cool. Well, Craig's over at Penguin at the moment filming a couple of really hot releases, so keep an eye out for those. They will obviously be available from your favourite magic dealer, alakazam.co.uk, as soon as they are released. And then Boom. Craig will be back here at the Alakazam studio down at Alakazam on the 14th of March, where we're filming a couple of amazing projects.
I cannot wait. I'm coming down.
So yeah, really looking forward to that as well. So we got a few people here. Want to say hello, obviously Craig for joining us while he's busy working. We got Brian here. We got Walter. We got Ian. Two Ians. Andrew, David Hand. Oh, David's here. So that has just reminded me, guys, in a couple of weeks, we want to, on one of the lives, maybe when we do the late night live, Wayne, we want to show you guys performing your favourite packet tricks. Now, David Hand has already sent his in, but if you've got a packet trick or an effect you like doing and you'd like to video it and send it in to us, could be absolutely anything, saying you've learned from a book. Send it in, and if we get time, we'll show it on that night.
That'd be awesome.
But yeah,
David sent something already, hasn't he?
Yeah, David sent something already, so that will be on the show as well. So, guys, yeah, send in your videos. They'll be really nice to see. So before we go any further, just want to say Harry has been getting into TikTok. So for those of you that don't follow us on TikTok or follow, I don't know if it's Harry or AlakazamMagicUK, is it on TikTok? I think it's AlakazamMagicUK. I don't think Harry's got his own one. But Harry does a trick every day.
He's old enough to have his own one.
He is, yeah. He just hasn't got one. He's just doing it on AlakazamMagicUK. But he's come up with this thing about it. There's on TikTok, I don't go on there that much, but there's things called trends where, you know, all the videos sort of follow the same route. And there's one, My Boyfriend's Family, I think it's called. So we've been making these videos, and this was the second one we made last night. So I'll show you this. And if you like it, go and, I don't know if you follow us on TikTok, do you? I don't know what you do on TikTok. You don't subscribe, you don't like.
I think you like, and then you
follow.
get notified when they put more. Yeah, it's the same sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, let me play you this. Harry, do us a favour, get us wine, please.
Oh, wine.
Yeah, give us wine.
I think we're out. Hang on. Red wine, yeah?
Yeah, perfect.
Seems good to me.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ta. Not bad.
Cheers.
Ta.
So, forget my wooden acting.
That was genuine, wasn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, they're really fun videos. He's had some great ideas, Harry. So go along and follow us on, or like, or do whatever you need to do on TikTok. There's new magic videos that go up every day. And on our new site, we are going to have a section called As Seen on TikTok, because the amount of people we have call in and say, what was that trick you did? What was that trick? So whenever Harry does it, we're going to put it as seen on TikTok. We'll have the TikTok video so you can see it. And also, if you do like something you see Harry do, you need to call in quick. The other day, we had a bunch of these salt shaker routines in stock. Harry did it on TikTok, and within, I would say, 15 minutes of the video going up, we sold out.
Wow.
So,
that's a great little trick as well.
Yeah. So, yeah, make sure you follow us on that, because it's good. And Lee Alex said, red wine, you should have asked for white just before he poured it. Well, I was a bit annoyed that he got the red wine out of the fridge.
Yeah, what's that all about?
Yeah. It was a nice Bordeaux, but it was a bit too chilled, if you ask me. So, I've got a little trick to show you, a classic sort of Alakazam one of my favourites. I know it's one of Steve Della's favourites. He carries it everywhere with him. Such a beautiful little effect, which I'm going to show you in a moment. But we also have a couple of trailers to show you. One of them, I honestly think, is most probably the cheesiest trailer I've ever seen in my life. In fact, I did show it to Jenny this morning and went, can we recreate that for one of my tricks? And she went, no, we can't. So,
there's a comment I'm going to make, but I'll make it afterwards.
Right.
Because there's that what I said before about the beginning. But yeah, it just, yeah, I quite like it.
What, the trailer?
No.
The thing is, it makes you wonder whether it is a parody. I don't I don't know. Do you think it is, or do you think it's?
I think part of it is cultural disparity because they're Asian, and it looks like it's filmed in Toronto, so it looks like they are English speakers. But I think it's Toronto anyway. I can't be sure just from the background. But I think there's a cultural difference there.
Yeah.
And maybe we're being a bit harsh on it because of that. But
Well, I don't think it's a bad trailer. I think it's very different and it's quite cheesy. It's quite sort of, it's very, I'm not going to say any more, but you know, the trick is fine.
I think the acting is a bit wooden.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I can't comment on that. I only had to say one line, which was, "Can I have a wine?"
Well, no, you did. I thought you took the sip very well. You really look like you were enjoying that.
Yeah, I rehearsed it.
Yeah, the acting in the trailer is a bit wooden. You know, yeah. I mean, it's well. Good luck for
Well,
them,
it's always interesting where someone takes an effect and sort of, I don't know, it's sort of giving it a context that doesn't really relate to what it is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not like you produce a rose and go, and that's for you. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but anyway, I
think it's easy. It's easy for us to sit on this side and laugh at it.
Yeah, I'm not. I will say I'm not laughing at it. I do just think it is a bit cheesy. I couldn't see myself ever getting away with anything like this.
I'm not gonna laugh. I did laugh when I watched it.
Right. So, guys, just let us know. Do you think it's, and not in a nasty way. I'm not saying in a nasty way because everyone makes their trailers the way they make it. And to be fair, I'm not the best on my trailers, so I'm not sort of judging like that.
Yeah,
but
I'm going to keep stum at this point.
Yeah, but I do feel it's a bit too sort of lovey-dovey for me. Maybe I'm just getting a bit cynical in my old age.
I personally, and I think a lot of people may agree with my comment here, I think the trailer should end like 3 or 4 seconds before it does. I'll just leave that there, leave that hanging there for you to, you know, you'll see what I mean.
Should we watch it?
Put it on. I love it. I'm going to be watching it again later. I love it.
Right, here we go.
Magic is the story, not the story I told you, but the story you experienced and created with me. The beginning of the story is simple. 2 ancient Chinese coins, 1 red and 1 black. Imagine that the red coin represents you and the black coin represents me. Then look carefully. The 2 coins are attracting each other just like magnets, but they are not magnets. You can check them. Okay. I will give these 2 coins representing you and me a little hint. Use the lighter. You will find that the 2 coins are attracted together like magnets and are difficult to separate. You can try them again.
Wow, so cool.
Okay. May I borrow your hand? When we hold our hand together, you will feel the coins in your hand getting hot. Snap my finger. The 2 coins are completely fused together. This is what I gave you, my story with you.
Wow, amazing.
Like you said, you do expect Deadpool to pop out at some point.
The first few seconds when it's coming over, that music's playing, I fully expected Ryan Mills to go, "Welcome to Canada. What a lovely tranquil place." It's just, but that kiss at the end, what are they doing?
See, I can totally understand what they're going for with regards to the 2 coins, the 3 stages, start apart, you get an attraction, and then you're together forever. So I can understand that. I just don't know whether it's like, it's just too sort of perfect a story. I don't know. Scott said, Peter, will you be doing this with Jenny? I did ask Jenny, she said no, she wouldn't recreate it, but Wayne's up for it, so it might just be me and Wayne.
Let's go for it. I'm happy. I've been practicing wow, that's cool.
But, you know, I mean, it's, yeah. I'd be interested to, Magic Man says, yeah, anniversary waltz with cards. And that's what it is, isn't it, really? It's sort of an anniversary waltz. But like he said, you know, you can give the cards out.
I quite like the idea of the 2 coins fusing together and becoming solid one. That's a really nice idea. I think the effect, I wasn't sure about the magnetic. Yeah, I understand what you're going for. But
well, I think the thing is, you're showing they appear magnetic, but they're not. But then they appear magnetic and they are.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where you do think like part of the presentation sort of gives you part of the method, because they might just think when they're together, even though they're really tight, maybe it's a very strong magnet or whatever. So I don't know. I don't get it as a routine, but I do agree with Magic Man. I think, like, you know, if you're going to do an effect like that, anniversary waltz, it's great. They're left with the card. It's an impossible thing that they both signed. You know, you can't really beat it. Excellent, clear demo of the trick. There you go, hang on. So we got an alternate view from John. An excellent and clear demo of the trick. The kiss is fine, and it shows the connection between 2 people. It's your reaction to the piece, not that. Yeah.
I'm going to disagree with the kiss is fine. It looked really awkward, and I felt uncomfortable. I wouldn't,
But I understand what it is, and do you know what? I do imagine because there are a lot of magicians that still perform effects like this. A lot of great magicians do a parlour thing, and their effects are very romantic. They have the music, and I do think, like, in a trailer it's quite hard because you've got a short amount of time to get the routine. Now, for all we know, that guy might do this sitting down at a table. He has the 2 story about 2 people meeting, and I think it could work. But yeah, for a trailer, I thought it was a bit strange.
I think the trick has got it's like I say, I like the idea of the 2 coins fusing together. I think it's great, really, really good. And John's right, you know, it's a clear demonstration of the trick. You know, there's no cutaways, or not really, not on the main points anyway. There's no edits there or anything like that. It does show the routine, you know.
And he does it well. He does it very well. And I do think, you know, there's quite a few magicians I could name that I know performing that sort of style that could put a great story together, get 1 coin examined over here, 1 examined over here, take them together, do that magnetic thing, then hand them to one person, they're not magnetic, and then talk about the attraction. And I do think, you know, it would play. I think everything about it is just the music, and everything is just very... It makes you instantly think of a parody.
Yes.
Doesn't it? That's the thing. Anyway, that was that. I just had to show it because it came up. And there was some comments on our Facebook, YouTube as well about it. So I thought, you know, it'll be interesting to show it, see what you guys thought. But Darren Bain said, looking forward to meeting the Academy legend John Carey at his Magic Club tonight. You're in for a
Oh, nice.
treat, Darren. John smashes it out the park.
The thing about John is he's got such a back catalogue of material, and he's got so much knowledge that he's one of those people that you sit down and if he thinks to himself, "Oh, I don't think this one's gonna work tonight," there's no worries there because he's got 5 million other things that he can do to take his place. So it's this one's not going to be a good one for this one. Oh, I can do that one instead. So yeah, no matter what happens, you almost guaranteed an absolutely brilliant night because of his knowledge and expertise in what he does.
And you've got that thing where, like, even when I used to do sort of the lecture or the dealer dem type thing, you have I had what I was teaching, so I had a sort of set amount of time, whereas John can just keep going for hours. You've literally got to stop him. He's really good. You're going to have a great time. Right, so
do you want to show this trick?
shall I?
Yeah, and while you're walking over there, I'm going to very quickly just talk about these boxes in front of me.
Okay, well, I'm going to put the camera on here then.
Okay.
Yes.
Just to let you know, obviously we've been posting a lot about it, but the Amazing Magic range has been doing amazing. And we're getting some great people are sending in videos of themselves and their children doing it, and that's really, really cool. And please keep on doing that. Just to let you know, in case you had missed it on the website, but we have released another 6 items onto the Amazing Magic range, including the Genie's lamp, which is now available in a 10p size.
Yeah, the magic lamp.
Which means the magic lamp, which means you can now do it with 10p's or quarters if you're in America, and you don't have to worry about trying to find coins to fit them because they will take the quarter. Yeah. And this little gold stuff, this is a beautiful trick. My one's in my case, which is in the car, but I might do it next week on the live. So this is such a beautiful effect. And the reason it's in my case in the car is because I did it at a gig the other night, because I use this in my professional gig. It's a great trick to carry around. It looks great. It handles great. And it's a fantastic effect. So I will do that on the live next week. I will have that ready. And over to you, Pete.
Okay. So this, Wayne, I'll do this on you. This is what we call a psychological symbol test. Very, very simple. It uses these 6 symbols, as you can see here. You might be sort of used to them, or you might know them because they were featured in the film Ghostbusters, which made them quite popular. And they're called ESP symbols. They're actually things and simple shapes that they believe are easy to transmit and receive telepathically if you had those sort of powers. Now, they've actually rated all these symbols.
Before you go on, Peter, just because it's a bit the light, can you just say what the symbols are? Because
you're going to see them here.
Oh, okay, perfect.
You're going to see them here. But before we start, Wayne, I will tell you, over here I do have a prediction in this little black envelope. I put it on here just so it stands out and it's not lost in there. Okay, so these are the symbols. We have a circle, a square, the wavy lines, a triangle, a cross, and a star. Can you see all of those?
Yep.
Okay, so in a moment, I want you to make a decision, and your decision will be a number, because like I said, they did rate all of these shapes. So give me any number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. And if you had a dice, you could roll that and, just pick one at random.
I'll go with 6.
6. Okay, so now you have got another choice. Is this number 1 or is this number 1?
Oh, I wasn't expecting a quiz. I will go with the star being number 1.
So if that's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Yep. Or you could go the alternate way. It's entirely up to you.
No, we'll go with that. Let's go with that.
So you chose, out of all these symbols, you chose the circle.
Yep.
Do you remember what I said inside this envelope? I had a prediction. And I do have a prediction. It's 1 card, and it really is only 1 card, and it is the circle.
That is beautiful.
And that, my friends, is Symbol. It is one of my favourite Steve Cook effects. We released it a few years ago. And the nice thing about it is it's just small enough to be part of the wallet series. I know that Steve Della carries his in his wallet, so he's ready to go, and it's part of his everyday carry, really. So that and that, I keep it just in an envelope. That's now all ready to go, and that can just either fit in my wallet or my pocket, and it's a lovely little ESP experiment.
That's lovely. That's
So-
really, really lovely.
That is Symbol, and I will say we've got it, this is the poker size, which is great, and we do also have it in pro size if you want it to perform it more parlour. So I'm going to head back.
But
Thank you very much.
that was awesome. I do have Symbol, but it's one of those ones that other things that's going to have to go back into my wallet, because that's fantastic.
It really
It
is.
is a lovely-
It's such
a
a
lovely
great
thing.
little trick.
It's just it's very clean and very honest.
Yeah.
Choose a symbol, make the choices. Yeah.
And it's always very clean. It doesn't matter what they pick. There's absolutely no false. If you want to give them, I prefer not to give them a dice, but you could give them a dice and do it. I prefer it just happens in their mind. But it's such a great trick. Sandy Wilson said he's got both. He's got the regular and the pro size version.
I didn't know it was available in pro size, so
Yeah.
I know what I'm getting when I come down the 14th now.
Yeah. Tom Roll said, such fun to use. You can totally focus on your performance, which you can. It's such a great little trick. And also, if you like that sort of thing, we do have another effect out which uses the same method, but it's called Surprise Cinema. So instead of it being the ESP symbols,
I've got
it's...
mine here. Do you want me to grab that?
Yeah.
I can show the card.
So while Wayne's doing that, guys, let us know what you thought of Symbol. I posted it up because we've just had more come back into stock as well. So I thought I'd bring it in and show you guys.
So I do have Surprise Cinema in pro size.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the cards just look hold on, fantastic. So you have a choice of 6 different movies. I'll do it this way actually. So you've got Pretty Woman, Fast and Furious, Toy Story, Scream, Spider-Man, and the Joker. And again, they can make a choice of whichever one they want. And then, yes, you have a prediction inside the envelope, and then you bring out whatever the prediction is. Perfect, perfect.
So those of you, I'd be interested in this actually. If you own Symbol and Surprise Cinema, now even though I love them both, I do think they've both got their place. Because if I'm doing sort of a routine that's going to be more mentalism and ESP based, then Symbol fits into that really, really well. And I use it as a bit of a connection thing. Let's see how our connection is. Let's see how strong, you know, your connection is with me. We do that and then we can move on to something a bit bigger. Whereas if you're doing a show and you want to pop something in the middle of your show, I think the movies add a bit more than just shapes and the presentation of going into the cinema and stuff like that. Let me know if you've got both, which you prefer.
I use Surprise Cinema when I'm working restaurants and weddings. And you might have, like, this Surprise Cinema is a really good one for the middle teenage groups, you know, where you've got an older child at the table and you want to get them involved. Then the cinema, that's a really nice version. Yeah,
it's really good.
Yeah, you do both.
See, they're all sort of getting different answers. So some people Symbol, and then we've got Surprise Cinema. So, and I think it is one of those. I think they're equally both as strong. The method is identical for both. And I think it really just depends on what your performance is like and what your act is that you're putting together and which one will fit. So, oh, John Williams has asked, when is the new screen test out? So the follow-on, it's not a follow-on to screen test. We've got the original screen test coming out in pro size, but it has got, what? It has got a special bolt-on routine that I performed to JJ this morning, who came in the shop, one of our customers, and he has been performing screen tests since it first came out, and he walked out with one of the pros.
Nice.
Yeah, because of the little, well, for one, he loved the size, but for two, he loved the additional routine that went with it.
So the additional routine I actually don't have with the rest of the cards.
Why?
Because I use it in my parlour show.
Oh.
And it's in my parlour case as a standalone. It's great for that. It's great.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, boom, bring it out. I do it. It's just such a great little additional bit. Yeah. It also works because I have these in my close-up case, so that I do a bit of close-up, then I do a bit of parlour. I talk about these, and then I introduce the ones for the additional. I won't say anything more because I'll give it away.
It's such a great trick. If you haven't seen screen test, it's just an amazing. When I first saw it, when Steve Dimmer first showed me it, I didn't have a clue. And I remember we were filming Paul Gordon for his Gold Dust set of DVDs, and I turned up at Eastwell Manor. I had the original version that Steve Dimmer sent me, and I performed it on Paul and the other magicians there, and I repeated it maybe 4 times. Still didn't have a clue what was going on. It's so strong, so strong. And with that added extra bit, it's now turned it into what is like a 4-minute piece to an 8 or 9 minute piece. You know, it's really, really good. And, oh, thank you very much, Ian. Ian bought himself Symbol.
There we go. Yeah, well, it is very clean. It's very, you know, it's such an easy and, you know, like Tom said, you know, you can focus just on the presentation. You can really make it your own.
Yeah, you can. And we are joined as well by the legend that is Nicholas Mavresis.
I love him.
And I will say we've got 2 effects of Nicholas's coming out in the next month or so, both of which were at Blackpool and Nicholas featured in his lecture. But we're also working on a new effect by Nicholas, which I'm hoping to have out nearer Halloween, I would say. And we're just getting the props together for it now, and it is amazing. You get 3 people involved. It's really good. I will say it's Nicholas's effect, but Wayne added something to it or changed something of it, which I think now changes it. It's still the effect as read, but it's turned it into something different, I think. A different feel, and it takes it away from being a card trick. I'm really excited to share this with you as well, as I am with all Nicholas's stuff.
He's such a great creator, and an absolutely lovely guy as well. And I had the pleasure of going out for dinner with him and his wife, and sort of his friends from the Cypriot magicians who were in Blackpool, and they were all of them just wonderful, lovely guys, really friendly, really, you know, spittable. They were amazing. So
they are. They're lovely. He's a lovely man. Right. So also, before we go any further, on Thursday we released that bad boy that's sitting right up there above my head, called Zodiac. Once again, just a great, simple to do effect. And I think we should play the trailer for those people that haven't seen it.
I think you should, because it is an amazing effect.
Okay, and we'll come back, we'll have a little chat about it.
Do you believe in horoscopes and things like that?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Perfect. I don't, but then I'm a typical Capricorn, I guess. I've got a page from a magazine here, and it's got some different star signs and stuff. So I'll give somebody a reading here. What star sign are you, Peter?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. So a Sagittarius has charm and wit in equal measures, really, really small measures. Steve, what are you?
I'm Gemini.
Gemini is a real babe, which was a really good film, by the way. As you can see, they've got all the star signs on there. What I want you to do for me, Robert, is don't tell me your star sign. I just want you to find your star sign.
Yep.
Have you got it?
Yep.
And next to your star sign, it tells you what your lucky number is.
Yes.
Okay, so remember that lucky number. And I've also got the pack of horoscope playing cards. Now, it's got like all the star signs and everything on the back. Yeah, regular packet of playing cards. They've got really nice sort of Zodiac things. Now there is one card, Rob, that's slightly different from the rest. It's got a prediction on it. So we're going to do a trick using your lucky number, which is
5.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you remember there was a card in here that got a prediction on it? It was slightly different, and it says your lucky card is the 10 of clubs. Yeah, turn it over. 10 of clubs.
10 of clubs. Lovely.
Now, one other thing, at this point I don't know what your star sign is. What's your star sign?
Sagittarius.
And look at that, your star sign is Sagittarius.
Lovely.
So
It's such a lovely effect.
that is Zodiac. Once again, it's something I love to do. I mean, we've been working on Zodiac since, well, I think we've had them ready since last October or something. So it's an effect that we've all had a chance to really work and play with. And it's just so good. Obviously, for anyone out there that knows roll, it uses the roll principle, but I feel having the star sign predicted as well is a lot more personal for your spectator. And yeah, I just think it's really nice. Really, really nice. What a perfect little opening effect.
And it's got scope for doing it serious or comedy, as Chris showed there.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to use those sheets of paper if you don't want to. But they come with 2 of them, and it's I love it. I love having it.
And I personally don't use the sheets at all because it's all self-contained in the box as well. So I just carry the deck around.
Now, would I be wrong in saying as well that if anybody has bought Zodiac, they can get access to a cheeky little tip sheet on that?
They certainly can, where I give them my intro script for Zodiac.
There's more of these coming up all the time, aren't they? There's some fantastic little tip sheets coming out.
Yeah, so we've got a tip sheet on Zodiac coming out, and we have got a tip sheet on Infinity Wine coming out. Nice. That should be out in the next couple of days. And on the new website, I'm going to have a section where we will put all the tip sheets as well.
So how much are the tip sheets? If people want to get them, how much are they?
Wayne, you don't have to pay anything. They're free. Free of charge. No. Yes.
What do you mean? Free of... So you've given everyone who's obviously bought it, because you have to log in with the passcode to get the access, but you're giving everyone who's bought it your entire script for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing.
And also there are other tip sheets in the works. I've already done one on the 50-50 and how to make a 50-50 choice play really big. I've got various other tip sheets coming up on how to handle multiple outs and various other subjects. So this is something that's going to be building as the weeks and months and years go on. I'm going to be releasing tip sheets on various things. And we've also released one by one of our customers called Peter Rees. So if anyone's got an idea for a tip sheet, or writes one up or has got an angle on something that I'd like it released as a tip sheet, just let us know. But I'm putting a lot of my ideas and thoughts, and you've got a great little touch on the Zodiac tip sheet as well. So that's in there, that's included. So yeah, but they're free of charge. If it is a marketed product, which some of the tip sheets are, then you need the password you would use to access the tutorial videos. So I did one on The Moment by Andy Nyman. It's not an Alakazam product, and it's not right for me to divulge any part of the method. So what I've done is I've done a tip sheet, but you have to own The Moment because you need the password Penguin provides you with to actually access the tip sheet. So, you know, it's, yeah, they're great. I'm really enjoying doing the tip sheets. The other thing that I just want to mention as well, and it might not be of any use to anyone, but over the last 2 or 3 years, especially since lockdown started, I've had so many people asking me whether I do sort of mentorship or lessons or things like that. I do actually do sort of mentorship. So if someone wants, they're not so much lessons. I mean, I can give lessons, but it's not really that. It's really looking at the routines you do and help you structure the routines better, help you to get more out of your routines, give you tips on performing and everything else. Then that is a service that I do offer if it's of any use to anyone. It's just that recently I've had more emails and requests personally on Facebook than I've had ever. And I know I've helped a few people get into the circle and stuff like that, but it's that sort of thing. It's really watching what people do and sort of tweaking it so without changing too much, they're getting more impact from the magic they're performing. It, you know, teaches them how, you know, where to highlight and stuff like that. So just throwing that out there. So Wayne, what else has been happening?
On top of that, we are going to be publicly announcing very soon.
Yes.
The new Alakazam dealer den.
Yes. Yes, if any of you belong to a magic club and you'll love the legend that is Wayne Goodman to come to your magic club and give you a dealer den, then get in touch with either AlakazamMagicUK or Wayne and we can arrange a date so you'll be able to see all the latest and greatest Alakazam products. Wayne will also be teaching a few tricks in there, a few effects of mine, a couple which are unpublished as well. Wayne will be teaching as well as some of his own material. And I've got no doubt that on every dealer den, you will also have at least one product that isn't on the market yet.
What?
Yeah.
What, like a special one night only, get it now or wait till it comes out type of thing?
Yes, indeed.
Wow, that's very exciting.
Very exciting indeed. So guys, if you're interested in getting Wayne down to your magic club with an AlakazamMagicUK dealer den, or of course if you just want to book Wayne to lecture at your magic club, get in touch with either AlakazamMagicUK or Wayne and we can get that organised for you. But yeah, that's something that we were going to wait until really the new site was up to mention it, but we are going to launch it now. And I know clubs are
out there.
Yeah.
Out there.
Well, clubs are booking their dates now, so
yeah.
And clubs are starting, I presume, getting back to normal now, having proper meetings rather than, you know, everything was happening on Zoom. These are proper dealer dens where you're going to turn up at their club as well.
Yeah, in person. You know, people will be able to see a proper performance of the effect as if they were watching, you know, at a show. And ask questions or whatever. There'll be some that will be teaching, and then they'll have an opportunity to buy them, and there might even be some deals in there as well.
Good stuff.
We can sort out.
The other thing that I wanted to point out as well, if you have got a club that's interested, Wayne also offers a little masterclass. It's
Before.
separate to the actual dealer then, and it will happen in the afternoon. But basically, you can also book Wayne to do that, and basically Wayne, it will be a limited space thing. Wayne will let you know how much it is, what it is, but in that way, if you want to join Wayne for the afternoon, you can, and he's going to be running various masterclasses on wedding magic and stuff like that.
Wedding, close-up, restaurants, kid shows, everything and everything.
Scott
It's
Patton
exciting.
said, we had Wayne at our Magic Circle and it was great.
That was up at Edinburgh. That was a Zoom lecture, but it was it was a great night, great group. So hopefully now we can start doing. It was interesting because the last couple of days I've been on a lot of the websites of the Magic Clubs, harvesting the email addresses for secretaries and stuff, and a lot of the websites do have big banners up now saying we are having live meetings again. You know, it's not just Zoom meetings. So it's very exciting that the clubs are going back to that format, which is great, because obviously that's the world getting back into the proper way of things.
Yeah, 100%.
Can I just say to the last comment that you had up from
Yes.
Roman, I think he meant astrology, not astronomy, because astronomy is looking at the stars.
Right.
And astrology is looking at the star signs and the astrological. I might be wrong. Who knows? What do I know? Look, I'm not Hawkins. I don't know.
Right, so we've got one more trailer actually to play before we go. Now, this is an effect by, I believe it's Jean-Paul Valerino, I believe, and it's called Unhanded.
It is. Oh, this is, yes. Yeah, Valerino. Wow, do you know what? Valerino, I've always found him to be a very much an underground legend, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's never really been like, you know, when people have those little runs of like Jay Sankey's a big name, and then it was so-and-so, and then it was Michael Amar, or Michael Amar was before, but, you know, there's always like, and Valerino has been around since I got into magic.
Yeah.
And has been a name since I got into magic, so 35 years ago.
I remember him from the international competitions.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's a very clever magical thinker, and so if he's put something out, you know it's going to be a great thing, because that's what he does.
Yeah.
He doesn't put out a lot of stuff, I don't think, but what he puts out is measured, and yeah. Roman, we've got to sort out a meetup, by the way, because I didn't realise that you literally live 10 minutes from me in Cambridge. I'm in Cambridge all the time for Charlie, so yeah, let's arrange for a cuppa. He did come up to the stand. He came and introduced himself at Blackpool. I did a bow, because he's another. This for people who don't know Roman, let's just say hopefully not very long, you will, because he's an amazing magical thinker. And
an amazing magician. He's a worker. He's a gigging pro, and the thing
hold on, whoa! I didn't know that. What he's competition?
Yeah. And he's
10 minutes from my door, and now all of a sudden it's all gone Game of Thrones in here, isn't it?
He's a great magician, and as Wayne said, he's a great magical thinker. And the routine that you may see at some point this year is something different, interesting, visual, and looks like real magic. It's one of those moments where you go, whoa.
I think it might be, for me, the feeling I got when I watched the video you showed me was the same feeling I got when I was a kid watching Copperfield on TV.
Wow.
I was watching a proper piece of magic that wasn't a trick, not an effect. This is proper magic happening right before my eyes. And I know this term gets bandied around a lot, but trick of the year for me. I definitely right.
So, shall we play this trailer?
Yes, I've not seen this, so I'm interested to Yeah.
We've been
Ballerino.
speaking about. Oh, Steve said, was the black envelope used in symbol an Alan Wong envelope? No, the black envelope used in symbol was a regular, normal envelope. There was nothing wrong with that envelope.
The envelope's big, and I actually don't use an envelope. I just have it in my wallet and I bring it out.
Yeah.
And I show there's nothing else in there. There's only one card in there.
Yeah.
And the wallet is completely examinable.
Yeah. What was the other? Right. We spoke at lengths about Jean-Paul Valerino. Chances are when I put this trailer on, it's by someone completely different. So let's have a look. We're going to have a little game of trailer roulette. I think we're on the right one, but we'll give it a go anyway. See you in a mo.
See you in a bit.
Imagine handing a deck to your spectators that you will never touch again. With Unhanded, they select, they sign, they lose their card, and they even get to shuffle and put away the cards themselves. Utilizing a brand new method, you'll have complete control over their selected and signed card without ever touching the cards. Got it. I don't know if you saw, she blinked a little bit when I said diamond. 4 of diamonds.
Wait.
You took the card out, you lost it in the deck, and then you shuffled. I haven't touched the cards. Watch. Do you see that?
No.
Do you see that? Go inside, please. Take it out. Show everybody. Just lift up your phone.
No. I don't want to. No.
Just lift up your phone.
Please. How did it end up there? Because I promise you I looked up my phone and nothing there before.
This is a utility device that gives you so many options, it's absurd. I'm not gonna look. You're gonna take any card from the middle, take it out, put it against your chest. You got it?
Yeah, do I look at it or no?
Yeah, look at it. You can show the camera, remember it. And now we're gonna loose it, so I have no idea where it could be. So put the card on top, face down on top of the deck.
Got it, it's on top.
And you're gonna cut the cards, loosing it somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
All right, and you know what? You can give the cards another cut. And then why don't you also give him a little shuffle? Now think about this. I've been turned away while you pick the card, when you put it back, and after the shuffle, right?
Right.
So go ahead and put the cards inside, and I'm gonna try to show you have you seen the trick shots?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean in there.
Oh, my
but
bad.
look, no, it's okay, because we're gonna actually shuffle it a little bit more. I meant inside the bag. So
Okay.
take this, shuffle it like this.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the case, put it inside. And then I'm gonna shake the bag. I'm gonna try to make your card go from somewhere inside the deck, fly up, and have it land inside of the card case. And there it is. There it is. I literally felt it happen. Check it out. Inside. One card. What was your card?
Jack of clubs.
Jack of clubs. Look. The jack
What?
of clubs.
Whoa! Holy crap, man! That was cool. That was cool.
In the instructions, you'll learn routines from beginner to advanced, from magic to mentalism. If you're a complete beginner, you'll be performing sleight-free routines within minutes. But if you add in just a little bit of work, you'll actually have unlimited and endless possibilities. No matter your skill level, this will take your magic to the next level. The Jack of Diamonds. With Unhanded by JP Valerino, the applications are endless. What you do with it,
That was insane. That was really
thank you,
cool.
thank you, is completely up to you.
That looks really interesting.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah.
Really nice. I know what it is. It's very good. It's very good.
I quite like the idea of the bag and
Yeah.
getting them to shake it up, because that's a really good, shaking the bag up with all the cards inside. Great
Yeah.
as a visual. If you've got a group of people and you've got one of them, a lot of scope there. That's great. Really, really good. And like I say, Valerino's great. So,
Yeah. I do love, I will say, one thing I love is the way Americans react to magic. I just love it. I really do, because they do sort of, they embrace it. And it's like, wow, that's incredible. Over here, it's like, that's all right.
Yeah, it's like expected. Yeah, that's my card. Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to get it to jump up, do this, and land in the box. Go on then. There, I've done it. Oh yeah.
I talk about it in my restaurant book.
Yeah.
And I say, you know, if there's a group of teenagers, in fact, like when I'm working Frankie and Benny, if there's a group of teenagers in the restaurant, they're the first group I'm going to, because the only way they know how to react is what they've seen on YouTube and on magic shows. And so I get the high fives and the screams and the cameras out, and then everyone knows who I am. Then if you go to another group, you're just going to get a little polite, oh, thanks, that's lovely, you know, now we're talking about my granddad's funeral, can you move on please? You know, it's sort of like the typical English response. Whereas, yeah, I'm very lucky. I live near a massive American Air Force base. So if I'm in a restaurant working, odds on I'm going to have a few Americans in there.
Yeah.
And yeah, they do. I've been hugged and high-fived and carried around.
Well, the thing is, you've got to build it up. You've got to build that response up. It's not, I don't think it's as natural for English people to respond that way, because we are a lot more reserved, and we are like the, oh, don't point me out type. Whereas, you know, American people are a lot more confident, a lot more outgoing, I think. So we, as magicians, we have to build it up, let them know it's okay. So, and that's why an effect like Big Reaction is great, because you're telling them to do it as part of the effect. But once they've done it, that's it. They're used to doing it now, you know, it's great. There was a comment here as well by Ivan, who said, I don't see what the gimmick is doing really. A lot of this could be done with a simple cop or palm. So you're absolutely right. You could do it with a cop or palm. The thing you've got to bear in mind though, is he is handing them a deck of cards. They are selecting a card. They are signing that card. They are putting it back in the deck, and they are shuffling the deck. So you couldn't do that with a copper or a palm, that side of it, because at some point you would have to go through that deck and find their card. So what this is actually giving you is a way to instantly isolate their card somewhere from a shuffled deck. I will say there's a couple of bits going on that will take a bit of spectator management, in my opinion. But it does do what it says on the tin. I watched a full explanation for it. I know how it works. And I will say there is a little bit of spectator management going on. But it is right. They pick a card, cut it into the deck, shuffle the deck. Deck goes in the box, they can put it in the box. And yet you can have access to their card. Yeah, it's a great comment there from David. Neil Bird said, is it really sleight free? Yeah, I mean, I think it, the actual workings of it is sleight free, your hand's off. So to have access to that card is sleight free. What you're going to do with it after may not be, depending what you want to do with it. I mean, obviously you saw from that trailer, there is one moment where he is palming. But, you know, some of the one in the bag will be 100% sleight free, because you're not touching anything.
It's the utility, isn't it? It will get you where you need to be.
Yeah.
But the final part of your journey may be, you know, just pulling it out the bag, out the box, or it might be you need to palm it and put it in your wallet, or, you know, it's going to get it's
The thing is, it's one of those things where, to me, when I saw it, I thought, oh, it's going to be another extractor rip-off. But it's not. It is different. Would I change the extractor for that? Not sure if I would, because I could achieve that sort of thing with the extractor And the added bonus for me is they believe the card is still inside the box somewhere else on my person.
Yeah.
You know, so it's adding even a little bit more impossibility. The fact that, and to be fair, the extractor is hands off. You choose any card, you sign it, you push it back anywhere you want in the deck. All right, you don't shuffle it after that point, but would you need to if it's in the box?
No, it's already in the box. They put it in. They close the tab, and you put it straight into your pocket.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is hands off. You're not touching the cards. You're touching the box. The cards go into the box. The card goes back in while it's in the box, and then it's closed by them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it would be I think I would probably use the extractor.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to look into that a bit more though, to see what other options it does open up for you. But
yeah, I had a lovely little, I don't know if I actually explained it on the Extractor Gold DVD, but it was something I used in a stand-up performance a few times, where I would go into the audience or to, you know, people at the front, hand them a sealed deck of cards, get them to open that deck in front of me. They take out the cards, get rid of the jokers, get rid of the advertising cards. They shuffle the cards up. And then ask them to have a look through, choose any card they like, which they do. This is all happening while my head is turned or I'm speaking to the audience over here. I then hand them the pen, they put the rest of the cards back in the box, they sign their card, they push their card somewhere in the middle, I close the box and I say, okay, we'll get back to this a little bit later in the show. And then as an afterthought, I say, in fact, hang on, and I band the box up, and I hand it to them and I say, you keep hold of it. Now, bearing in mind, they've taken the deck out, shuffled it, chose any card they wanted, pushed, the cards have gone back in the box, which they've pushed them in. They've then pushed their card in anywhere. Now I've banded the box and handed it to them and they're holding it. Then later on during the show, I can get them to open that box and have a look for their card. Their card has vanished. All the other cards are there and it appears absolutely anywhere you want. You know, I mean, that's a strong piece of magic.
yeah, very strong. Very strong.
You know, that's using the extractor. Right, so Wayne, believe it or not,
It's not 3 o'clock.
it's 3:05. Sugar.
I know. It goes quick, doesn't it?
It goes really quick. So I want to thank everyone. John Williams he was a little bit disappointed in that trailer. There was no kiss at the end of it. So guys, thank you, guys and girls actually, thank you so much for joining us today on the AlakazamMagicUK Live. We will be back. I don't think we've got anything else happening the evenings of this week, but we will be back next Tuesday. What's the date next Tuesday? 8th.
That will be the 8th, I think, yeah.
8th, yeah. So we will be back next Tuesday with another live. The following Tuesday, I don't think we're going to have a live on the 14th because we will be filming Craig Petty.
Going to be a busy day.
It's going to be a very busy.
What time is Craig down to? Is he staying over? Is he heading back?
He's lecturing at the Magic Circle on the Monday, so he'll be here bright and early on Tuesday.
And then what time's he leaving?
What, Tuesday evening?
Yeah.
No, he's going to stay, so we may be filming Wednesday as well.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we've got a lot to do with Craig when he's down. So thank you so much for watching. We will see you next Tuesday, but be sure to check out the Discord server and have a look for Wayne's little Zoom link. You can join Wayne and the boys on a Zoom chat. They have it almost every night, and it is just a relaxed thing.
There is a dedicated page on there for Zoom links.
Right.
So I added it myself. There's a Zoom page called Zoom Codes. So whenever we open it up, we stick the Zoom code in there. There's no pressure. It's very relaxed. Last night, I wasn't even really talking. I was editing my website. I was just on. People were doing tricks. People were chatting. There's, just come and talk and just be part of the, there's no pressure. There's no expectations. Everyone can just be themselves, make some friends. It's lovely.
Yeah.
I had a little group at Blackpool that I was going around with, like Sean Mann and his wife Lindsay, Hope regrettably Andy Chase couldn't be there. Scott was in the little group, and there's a few other people as well. And almost everybody in our group have become friends through meeting on the Discord. So it's a really, a really nice, warm little community where everyone comes on. It's very friendly. Chat, talk magic, don't talk magic, just watch, just say hello. Yeah, it's great.
Brilliant. So guys, if you want to join in with Wayne and the group, pop over to the Discord. Also, don't forget, follow us if you are on TikTok. Follow us, AlakazamMagicUK Magic Shop, I think it is, on TikTok, where Harry's putting little videos up every single day. Nice and short as well, I think they're under a minute. I'll play out with the one we filmed last night.
But quickly say as well, don't forget to like the pages on Facebook and YouTube as well. Anywhere there's any social media. I always say, actually, this is actually true. End of my show, I used to say you can find me on YouTube, Google, Twitter, and Facebook. So if you type in, you googling twitface.co.uk, it actually goes to my website, and it actually does. If you Google,
really?
You googling twitface.co.uk, it takes, and that's it's not my joke. It was by Diamond Jim Tyler, and he gave me kind permission to have the .co.uk version. His is .com.
Oh, brilliant!
If you type in, you googling, but it does always remind me to say, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Any of the social media platforms, Alakazam has a presence on them. Like them, Instagram as well.
Yeah.
Like them, and you'll be able to keep up to date with what's going on, especially the Facebook and the YouTube one where we post the videos like these ones, and the TikTok ones. Like them, and then you won't miss out.
Brilliant. So guys, we will see you next Tuesday, and if you do belong to a magic club, remember Wayne is doing dealer dems and he's doing lectures. And also if you belong to a magic club and you've got magic friends, tell them about the Tuesday lives. Let's get more people watching as well.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah. Right, so guys, we will see you. I'm going to play you out with Harry's little TikTok video from yesterday, and we will see you next Tuesday.
See you next week.
Harry, do us a favour, get us wine, please.
Oh, wine?
Yeah, give us wine.
I think we're out. Hang on. Red wine, yeah?
Yeah, perfect.
Seems good to me.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ta. Not bad.
Cheers.
Ta.